And good morning, everyone. Welcome to This Day.
Good morning. Today is Wednesday, and it's October 23rd, and it is National TV Talk Show Host Day. Now, while we are hosts of this show, this is not considered a talk show.
Right.
We talk a lot, but...
Yeah, but you're going to talk about talk show hosts.
Actual talk show hosts.
Yes, all right. And on our show today from AutoNation Toyota Irvine, we have Ephraim here today, along with Steve. And, well, boy, a lot of things are going on this time of the year. Over there at Toyota, they're having their, I forget the official name of it, their fall event, or there's a certain name that Toyota uses, we'll find out, and also great service specials, so be good to have them on. Then from Florence Sylvester Senior Center, their manager over there, Cherie Unholtz, will be here, talk about what's going on for the month of November. I bet they have some fall things happening, Thanksgiving happening. Boy, it's just a month away, right? And then from Kaiser Permanente, Orange County, we have a doctor coming on, and I believe it's about hematology?
And breast cancer awareness.
Okay, and breast cancer awareness, all right. And then we have Carol Bowler, and she is, of course, with the Reformed Temple of Laguna Woods. They have a couple things going on, a couple events she's going to tell us about.
Lots of activities. Okay, we have two meetings today. We have the United M&C Committee meeting, which will be in the boardroom at 9 a.m., and then we have the GRF Finance Committee meeting, which is at 1:30, also in the boardroom. All right, so created to pay tribute to TV talk show host Johnny Carson. She hosts and appreciates the unique form of humor, entertaining stories, spontaneous wit, and timely practical jokes. Now, as we know, he was the king of talk show hosts way back when, and then obviously many people have tried to duplicate his funniness, and they've succeeded here and there. Talk shows come in a variety of platforms. Daytime talk shows provide a combination of current events, health updates, technology news, and entertainment. The later the hour, the more comedy the TV talk show host dishes out, from practical jokes, impersonations, and sketches to games, sidekicks, and audience participation. Guests usually star in an upcoming film or made headlines for a stunt, good deed, or unusual invention. Now, National TV Talk Show Host Day, as I said, was created in honor of Johnny Carson. He was born on October 23rd, 1925. Carson was the host of The Tonight Show for 30 years, from 1962 to 1992. During World War II, Carson served in the Navy. After the war, Carson started a career in radio. He then became an American icon hosting The Tonight Show and remained so even after his retirement in 1992. He adopted a casual conversational manner and extensive interaction with guests, pioneered by Arthur Godfrey and previous Tonight Show host Steve Allen and Jack Parr. The Tonight Show went on to receive 7 Emmys, 1980 Governor's Award, the 1985 Peabody Award, and was inducted into the TV Academy Hall of Fame. So there you have it. Everybody would love to be like Johnny Carson. I think today Jimmy Fallon does a pretty good job, and a couple of other great late night talk shows. Although, you know, Ken, do you stay up that late?
I don't.
I know.
No. Yeah, great. Just, you know, the class act of Johnny Carson. Couple interesting things about him that you may not know. One, he was an excellent drummer. He wrote the Tonight Show theme, believe it or not, but he was also painfully shy. I mean, just extremely shy person. So out of the Tonight Show, he was just kind of a recluse. So really interesting. I heard that his huge house that he had only had one guest room, and the guest room was out on a different structure on the property. So he didn't even want guests staying with him. So there you go. All right, well, I'm going to tell you about, well, the good news is we're a little cooler today. The bad news is we're looking at very strong winds now, possibility for Thursday and Friday, probably starting up late tonight, overnight tonight. Red flag warnings are up for much of Southern California on Thursday and Friday. So be prepared for that. And you can see, look at the temperatures. 92. We were. I think we hit almost 90 yesterday. Although it didn't feel like that, but I did look and I did see 90 degrees. So 92 on Thursday. going down a couple, 3 degrees maybe on Friday. Then we really go down. Look at the difference on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is going to be a day, right now it looks like a little bit of transition, meaning that if the high pressure system stabilizes a little bit longer, then that temperature will change a bit on Saturday. We may not get that morning fog. As of now, it is in the forecast, but then look at that, partly cloudy on Sunday and Monday looking the same thing. So I'm looking forward to those days. I'm not looking forward to Thursday and Friday. Let's look around the county today and beyond, and you can see all the temperatures are down compared to yesterday. However, they're all going to rise. Well, not so much Palm Springs. That'll probably be the same. We get those offshore winds, and we see all the temperatures rise along the coast and Orange County and those areas, but not so much in Palm Springs. In fact, it'll probably stay the same. It could even go down tomorrow. But yeah, the red flag warning is up now, and I think it begins, I'm not sure exactly what time for here, but you got to figure, from what I hear, overnight tonight all the way through Friday at about 6 o'clock at night, at least at this point. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Do you know how secure your money and personal information will be on your next real estate transaction? Escrow Options Group is the only escrow company trained by the FBI on fraud. We also carry cyber fraud protection and have received the largest industry security measure, the SSAE certification. Ask your real estate professional to open escrow with Escrow Options Group to ensure the protection of your funds and personal information on your real estate transaction.
It's not surprising that the most memorable memorials are the ones we plan ourselves. After all, who knows you better than you? So why not get a plan together and let us take care of the details? It's what we're known for. Find out how at DignityOrangeCounty.com. Only a Dignity Memorial professional can celebrate a life like no other.
Dr. Yi-Wing Tong and Dr. Elaine Tong specialize in treating chronic pain and other disorders without drugs or surgery. Our therapy uses anesthetic injections to enhance acupuncture, curing disorders by restoring circulation and health. Most of our patients have tried all kinds of therapies without benefit, but obtained relief with their first treatment. Whether you are suffering from chronic pain, mental disorders, or simply wanting to maintain optimal health, we are here to help. Call today for your free phone consultation.
Well, it's always good to have the gentleman from down the road at AutoNation Toyota Irvine. Of course, Ephraim and Steve are here today, and we got a lot to talk about, so welcome.
As always,
Yes.
thank you for welcoming
Thanks
us.
for having us.
Yeah, and I'd mentioned that, although I didn't see it on the website, that I know Toyota has their sales event coming up soon.
That's right.
We were trying to think of the slogan that they use, but neither one of us could.
Yeah, Toyota-thon currently,
Yeah,
right?
Toyota-thon,
Yeah, they do have some wonderful incentives and leases on the cars, and especially the 19s that are cycling
Yes.
out. already have big incentives on the 2020 Camry right now.
Oh, really? Already? Wow.
And the Corolla.
Wow.
The Corolla has been a 2020 redesign all summer long. So yeah, we've got lots of
That's
incentives on
fantastic.
that.
Well, I was at the car show, and they did have the new Highlander hybrid. However, the 2021 wasn't. It was there, but you couldn't look at it. I mean, you could look at it, but you couldn't touch it.
Right.
Because it was. They said it was
What'd
a
you think?
prototype. Well, it looked great, but you couldn't see the interior, which I know
Right.
that's where the big change is.
Right.
So
You
I
didn't notice the exterior redo as
Oh
well?
yeah, that I could see.
It looked different, huh?
Yeah, but unfortunately they had it all locked up. They actually had a
Yeah.
little sign, "Don't try and open."
Yeah. Well,
But that'll
that-
come out really soon.
So then the incentives right now on a full stock of the 19 Highlander right now is enormous. I've
Is
never
it
seen a
really?
Highlander with the amount of rebate and customer
Wow.
incentives. It's huge. And I think I've got last night I had 89 of them in stock. So we
Maybe I'll
have-
talk to you. Maybe
No,
I'll talk
it's
to you.
and it's a nice car. So the 20 won't be around till really January,
Yeah,
February.
they're a
It'll
little
be a
late, yeah.
while.
Yeah.
So we stocked up for the holiday.
Hey, one thing I want to mention on here, and I just looked at this on the Toyota website, but this is probably important to people who have hybrids. They're always wondering about the battery.
That's right.
Well, right now I'm looking on it. There's a 10-year, 150,000 mile warranty on the battery.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
And this is just hot off the press. This is something they came out with, where they decided that every car with hybrid synergy drive configuration for the battery, that in California will have a 10-year, 150,000 mile warranty on that. That's unprecedented. Nobody has that. And when Toyota puts a warranty like that on the hybrid electric part of the whole car, that just means anything that fails there is covered. And really what that means too is that it's bulletproof. Nothing's ever going to happen.
And it says
to that
right
thing.
here, make sure to see Steve about that when you bring it in.
Steve,
I
I mean,
like that little extra
did
they
they
threw in
inaugurate you on that?
They did.
Because that's
Yeah.
crazy.
So 10 years, 150,000 miles is an absolute phenomenal warranty on that.
Unbelievable.
And we've actually had some of our Priuses that we see at 300,000 miles, and we've never changed the batteries out.
Wow.
So it's
Seriously?
pretty.
That's
the
very
technology
impressive.
that Toyota has is far beyond.
Now, let me ask you, and just out of curiosity, when you have a hybrid, when you have those batteries over a certain amount of time, do they hold a charge the same? It's like any battery on your phone. After a year or two, it doesn't hold the charge about the same time.
That's a great question.
And I'm really curious on
So
that.
there's
I
not
don't-
really a lot of depletion of the battery. More so, we have questions more about the plugins.
Okay.
Because the plugins will actually say that they'll get 25 miles for that first plug-in. What happens is that measures a database of how
Yeah.
you drive the car. So that can actually deplete, and people think, I've got a problem with my battery. You really don't. It's basically measuring the data, and indicative of how you drive the car will tell you how far you can get. On the regular Prius, without the plug-in or the hybrids, the number one thing that you have to do every once in a while, about maybe every 50,000 miles, is clean the cooling fan. Because the battery has to stay cool. So when that cooling fan, there's a little blower motor in the back where the battery section sits, that has to be clean because that'll pick up the lint from the carpet. If you throw any pillows back there, we've seen them actually plugged. That'll deplete the battery and that'll cause the battery to overheat. And that's what takes a battery out, is the heat.
Okay, so is that,
Interesting.
since you talked about, pillows or stuff in your car, where is the intake of that cooling fan then?
So the intake is two places. On the Prius C, it's right by the seat,
In the
on the
back.
back seat.
Oh, okay.
And on the regular Priuses, it's in the pillar on the back side. You'll see a screen, and that's where it'll actually pick up, and it gets its ventilation, and there's tubing, and there's a blower motor that goes in and goes over the top of the hybrid battery. It actually circulates around, and that's what cools the top of the battery. That's when the battery gets
So
its
this
heat.
is similar to your return vent in a home. You got
Absolutely.
to keep that
Yeah.
clean.
You got to
That's a
keep
good
that
way.
clean.
Yeah.
And you know how we liken the battery on this car like to our cell phone battery. They tell us to run it down completely before you set that next charge,
Yeah.
especially in the beginning, because it's creating this memory system
Right.
that then will allow for the battery to last longer. Those things don't really exist in a car battery.
Yeah.
These are way more sophisticated, and it's really cool. And for whatever reason, Toyota decided to just completely up the ante and offer that 150,000 mile warranty is just unbelievable.
Wow. Yeah, that's
But remember,
amazing.
Toyota's the one that's invented all this, and all the
Yeah,
other
that's true,
manufacturers
that's true.
that are using, the previous generation hybrid systems. It's the one that Toyota sold to them that is 2 or 3 generations older
Yeah,
already.
that's true. How old is the Prius now? I
gosh,
forget. And
what was
the
the first
original
year?
Prius.
Quite a
2000.
Yeah.
oh, 02,
And you
01?
remember
I mean,
it
it's a long
was a
time
little
ago.
sedan at first. It wasn't the
Sure.
hatchback you
Right.
think of.
Yeah.
It was based off a different vehicle, and they.
Almost like a Matrix at the
Yes,
time.
I think,
it
yeah, it
was
was.
something like that.
Yeah, I remember that. Hey, coming up, you were telling me that AARP is having an event with you folks.
Yeah.
A kind of a driving seminar?
Yeah,
in a way?
they're having a safety driving course at the
Yeah.
dealership. So we absolutely, when that came around, we said, hey, let's do this. AARP is coming in. They're going to have a classroom setting where they're going to just do a safety course, put everyone through all the nuances of just the latest road rules of the road, as well as even, I think, a little driving course that we're setting up on the dealership because we're on
Wow.
26 acres. We can
Yeah.
do this. And so we're going to be taking reservations for that. I believe it's November 11th
Okay.
at 11 o'clock, and
All
we're
right,
taking
which is
reservations.
Veterans Day, 11/11,
Because,
yeah.
because Steve and I are going to parlay that into a technology meeting as well, because a lot of people
I think
come
that's
in.
good.
Yeah, let's help you with that pairing that new cell phone, or just all the little things that are on the car that you're still not using because you don't quite understand how to.
Yeah. So, Steve, on that day of driving, you're going to be out there with flags like this?
We are. We're requesting that they don't bring golf carts and
Okay.
they can't bring motorcycles.
Okay, they can't
So
bring
bring
there
their
you go.
car.
It'll be
the,
fun.
the technology part, I think, is really good. I don't care what age you are.
Yep.
Even on my car, I've had it for 2 years. I think the other day, figured out something. I'm going, I didn't know it did that. Or it doesn't matter what brand, what make, what model.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much on cars nowadays that sometimes you just, you know, but who reads the manual? I mean, let's
Nobody.
face it.
Yeah.
It's that thick, and
And the neat thing at Toyota, they have little YouTube segments
Yeah.
that are a couple minutes long that show you how to just do everything. But then taking time to do that, most people don't know.
Right.
Having someone instruct you personally and walk you through all the operation and allow you to actually do some of these things yourself, that's how it's easier and
Yeah.
better to learn that way.
Right.
And I mean, heck, come in, we're going to have some food and drink as well, and we're going to make it a fun day. I mean,
It will be.
Yeah, it's around the Thanksgiving, and I know you're ready for Halloween with that tie on.
I am. There we
yeah,
go.
you're popping. I love that. But I mean, it's that time of year where it's
Yeah.
time to get together and let's just remember the important things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
certainly.
it is
Steve, I know you folks have the specials on the tires, buy 3 and get 1.
Buy 3, get 1 free. Absolutely. We're running that till the end of October. So please come on in and take advantage of that. It's a great offer.
It is.
And, you were talking about the radios and the electronics and stuff. One of the things that we're seeing that these people, when the customer doesn't really understand the text messaging when you're driving down the road
Yeah,
and you get it,
yes.
we can actually program the phones now with the radio system itself to where when you're at a
Important,
stop,
yeah.
you can actually click the button and you can read the text message instead of pulling your phone out.
Yeah.
Because
Right on the
when that
dash.
thing dings, everybody wants to grab
you
it.
don't wanna
They
do
take their
that.
eyes off the road.
Nope.
You can actually come to a stop at a signal light, hit the read button, and it'll literally voicemail the text message to you. And we're seeing that a lot where customers are coming in going, can I take advantage? You can take advantage of that. We will set that up for you.
Yeah.
So
That's an important
when you
thing
bring it
because
in,
It is.
we'll do it.
Our friends at the CHP don't want you pulling out
They
your
do
phone.
not.
Yes.
Not only that, but more importantly, you know how everybody is a distracted driver
Yeah.
today, and that is just, it's terrible. No one's even looking at the road, and you can see when someone is more worried about their phone than they are the road or the guy
Yeah.
in front of them, and oh boy, I don't
That's
want to be
true.
around them. And it's just, and that's one of the reasons on that AARP that, I don't want to bring that back up, but yeah, I mean.
So,
That's
do they
important.
need to register for that or just come in?
I'd
or-
like RSVP,
Okay.
so please, we've got our number up, we've got an
Okay.
email up, call me.
Okay.
Call me, call Steve, my direct line is always there. Just let me know you want to come in and I'll put your name down. Obviously there's no charge at all. I
Yeah,
wouldn't charge
I'd
for
take
that.
advantage of that.
Yeah.
And again, the tire special is there, and we're just about out of time, but I want to remind folks that if you want to check out your vehicle for any recall notices, you know, these guys are on top of it. It doesn't
Thank
matter
you.
if your Toyota is 1 year old or 15 years old.
That's right.
They want you to be safe. And if you're unsure, they'll help you out with that. You can go online and check, but if you're not familiar how to do that, they'll help you out with that.
That's right. Thanks.
Absolutely.
All right.
I appreciate that. It's really
Gentlemen,
fun.
always good to see you.
Good to see
Yeah,
you.
thank
Take
Good to be
care.
here.
I'll see you soon.
Yes, sir.
All right, so
Thank
happy
you.
Halloween. I probably won't see you before then.
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back.
At Freedom Village Assisted Living, we provide loving care and support when your loved one needs it most. We believe in laughing more and caring more. Dining will be an experience, not just a meal. We offer opportunities to create new memories. Your family will feel like they are part of our family as we work toward creating an extraordinary difference in lives worth living. To schedule a tour and complimentary lunch and for more information, please call us at 949-340-8108 or visit our website, freedomvillage.org.
Most real estate agents stick to the 3 Ps of marketing. They place it on the MLS, they put up a sign, and pray that it sells. Laguna Premier Realty takes a different approach to marketing your home. From professional and high-quality photos to high-definition video, single property websites, and 3D virtual tours. We will make your property stand out and, most importantly, sell. So whether you are looking to list your current home or find your dream home in the village, Laguna Premier Realty is here to help.
Did you know there are over 400,000 seniors in Orange County today? So where does a senior or family caregiver go for information and resources? You can turn to the Answers Guide published by the Council on Aging Southern California. Answers is full of articles and resources to help you navigate the aging experience. You can pick up your free copy today at the clubhouse nearest you or at the Social Services Office. The Council on Aging, helping seniors remain healthy, connected, and protected.
I just love that ring. Where'd you get it?
I got it at the jewelry box. I saw it on Facebook, and then I went in and bought it. They have the most unique, awesome pre-owned pieces for amazing prices.
The Jewelry Box of Lake Forest, voted best jewelry store in Orange County for 8 straight years, offering unmatched prices on fine jewelry and watches, refurbished to new condition.
Visit us in our store or shop our website for just arrived items.
The Jewelry Box. It's about trust.
It's a pleasure to have Shirley Holz here from the wonderful Florence Sylvester Memorial Senior Center, which is, of course, just down the road. And so many things go on at the Senior Center.
Yeah.
And, you know, we have people moving in here all the time, and they don't really know what it's all about to hear Senior Center. Okay, well, all right, you go there when you have nothing better to do or hang, you know, but the events you have, the educational seminars that you have, the fun, the food, it's really just amazing, a day in and day out.
Yes, I always refer to the Senior Center as the local hidden gem. There's so much going on there on a daily basis. Starting tomorrow is our annual flu clinic and health fair. That's where we do our free flu shots. And it's okay if you have already received your flu shot. It's still a good way to come down and support the Senior Center and check out vendors. To my knowledge, we have about 22 vendors going to be there. Snacks, raffle prizes. So just another way to get your foot in the door. Come and visit us, see what we have going on there.
Yeah.
A lot going on.
You know, along with that is, I always tell people, if you go there, even to check it out, it's now in your mind what's available there. And you can pick up the booklet that comes out for each month and whatever other things are there, and take that with you. And now, you know, you got a little guide to see.
Yeah.
And because there's a lot. And of course, this time of the year, people want to go there and find out. You have speakers on Medicare. You have speakers coming up, I know, towards the end of the year to next year, tax season, and all that. So it just goes on and on.
I just had a meeting with the tax gals setting up for next year.
Oh,
so
good.
Tax season is in full swing. One of the wellness programs or the lectures, our next lecture will be Tuesday, October 29th. And that's with Dr. J, looking at the natural solution to combat osteoporosis.
Okay. Yeah.
Again, Cheryl Wieland is great at really thinking outside the box and bringing in some great topics for our seniors.
Yeah, she's very good at that.
Yeah, she's really good.
Yeah, so that's a good one. So that is next week on Tuesday. And we always tell folks that most of the time, these things are free, but most of the time you need to call and put your name on a list because there's a limited amount of space.
Sure, that would be,
it's always important. So, by the way, numbers on the screen, 380-0155. So Halloween, of course, is next week as well.
Halloween is coming up, and we're doing something a little different this year.
Okay.
We're doing a photo booth, and I'm so excited about that. Someone brought it up to us, thought it was a great idea, so let's try something new. So let's see how that goes with the seniors.
That would be. Are you going to bring one of those? I know there's these companies that come in and set up a photo booth.
Yeah, with
and you
the
get
props.
an instant picture back. And, yeah.
With the props and everything. So we're really looking forward to that.
Fun.
So we're inviting everyone to come down.
Are you going to dress?
I am going to dress up, of course.
All right.
Of course, yeah. So we'll still have our costume parade. It's going to be a screaming
great
time.
And Cheryl always dressed up as a nurse.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
so we know what that's going to be.
Yeah.
That is fun. So that is going to be, of course, Halloween. It's at 11:30. Just show up, or a reservation for that?
We always say, give us a call, let us know you're
Okay.
coming. That way we have a better idea of how much food to order.
Okay.
And we don't want to turn anyone away for food that day.
That'll be a lot of fun. You're always looking for help down there for volunteers,
Yes.
specifically for Meals on Wheels. And
Yes,
a few other
Meals on
things as well.
Wheels. Our Meals on Wheels program is expanding. It just keeps getting bigger. Obviously, there's a need in our community, so we have had to add a few new routes.
Oh, okay.
And with that has to come some more volunteers.
Yes,
So we've done a really good job. My staff is amazing. So we're really looking for Friday volunteers. And again, come down, talk with Sydney or Chris or myself, fill out an application, take a ride with one of our seasoned volunteers, see if it's something that you like.
Okay.
And it's just 10 to 12 once a week on Fridays, and it's such a small part of your day, but really, really makes a difference in a senior's life. So
really good. Now, any other thing coming up over the next 2-3 weeks? I know you have a lot as we get into
yes,
November.
coming into November, there's a couple of new menu items: shepherd's pie and turkey a la king. So I suggest all seniors come in, have a lunch with us, see what it's like. A lot of times there's entertainment.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a piano player in the background, that's always good. Let's see, November 8th, that's a Friday, we have our Veterans Day luncheon.
Okay.
And then, of course, we have our Thanksgiving feast.
Yes.
That's a Wednesday.
And that's something, again, you need to get your name on like now.
Yeah, I highly suggest that. The menus are out, the meal order requests are out. So, again, just come into the Senior Center.
All right.
And fill it out. Yeah.
Always good to see you.
Good to see you,
Thank
Ken.
you very
Thank you
much.
so much.
Say hi to everyone over there for me.
I will.
All right.
Thank you.
And we'll see you again in a couple weeks.
I'll be here.
All right. Take care, and we'll be back.
Pacific Cremation Society offers the same cremation services as traditional funeral homes at a fraction of the cost. When your choice is cremation, choose Pacific. All of your arrangements, whether at the time of need or in advance, can be made simply and easily. You can choose to meet with our cremation specialist, or you can make arrangements online. Become a Pacific Cremation Society member and receive reduced prices. Call or visit us online.
Vacation where you live. The Towers offers the amenities and services of a hotel, daily lunches and three-course dinners, weekly housekeeping, spacious floor plans with panoramic views, on-site maintenance, daily activities, and a 24-hour reception desk. Visit us at Towers at lagunawoodsvillage.com.
At Freedom Village Assisted Living, we provide loving care and support when your loved one needs it most. We believe in laughing more and caring more. Dining will be an experience, not just a meal. We offer opportunities to create new memories. Your family will feel like they are part of our family as we work toward creating an extraordinary difference in lives worth living. To schedule a tour and complimentary lunch and for more information, please call us at 949-340-8108 or visit our website, freedomvillage.org.
I'm a strong believer that there's something for everyone out there. But some people never stop searching. I've looked long and hard through these parts, and I thank my lucky stars I stumbled across a special place, a unique place, where you never know what you'll find. The Trading Post, only on Channel 6.
Welcome back. Well, today we have Kaiser Permanente's Samina Ahmed, and she is the Chief of Hematology Oncology at Kaiser Permanente here in Orange County for Anaheim and Irvine, correct?
Correct.
Well, thank you for being with us. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So it's October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So let's first start about, your new position here and where you came from.
So I initially was with Kaiser Permanente in Northern California, and Kaiser Permanente is an integrated system. So we do see all specialties in terms of types of cancers. But my personal interest has always been breast cancer, even from when I was up north. And so coming down here, able to continue that work has really been very fulfilling for me.
And what is the differences of your responsibilities being the chief of both of those areas?
So I was the chief role here in Southern California. For me, the importance and the focus was still being able to see patients. So I do see a lot of patients. And then I do have some time where I'm trying to make things more efficient in terms of our processes, or how best can we improve things so patients can get their care in a more efficient and complete manner. So besides the clinical responsibilities, now it's sort of, well, how can we make things even better than they already are?
Oh, that's kind of nice that you're able to have that sort of responsibility and kind of a say in how things are changing. So October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Give me an idea of how many women develop breast cancer.
So the estimates are that 1 in 12 women will develop breast cancer over the course of their lifetime. And in 2019, there's an estimated 268,600 women will develop invasive breast cancer. And about 62,000 will develop DCIS, ductal carcinoma in situ, which is non-invasive breast cancer.
Okay. And so they track these numbers in what way?
So there's databases that are used. There's the Sears database as well, which is a national database. And then individual institutions are also able to track their information. So with Kaiser, we have a cancer registry system as well. So not only are we able to track our breast cancer patients, but also their outcome, which for many years beats the national average.
Oh, excellent. Well, good job. And then, there's been some controversy about at what age you screen women. I mean, it went from 50 to 40, and it could even go lower than that.
So the controversy, I think, exists because there's a lot of organizations, right? So you have guidelines coming from different places. And the goal when they develop these guidelines are what can apply to the whole population. So I think that's where it gets tricky, right? So as a physician who sees breast cancer patients, I'm going to be biased. I'm going to tell them that early detection is crucial. Get your screening mammograms. So the guidelines that I like to use for patients are basically what the American Cancer Society recommends, which is a yearly mammogram starting at age 45. And then by age 55, women have a choice. They can do a yearly mammogram or every 2 years. And I think that more comprehensively kind of takes in all the different guidelines that are out there for a broad version, but where you're still saying, let's pick these cancers up early because that's key.
Well, exactly. And then, what are some of you just kind of mentioned some of the advantages of early detection. What should we be doing as women to kind of help along with that?
So I do think that early detection is crucial. And the reason for that is because whenever you can diagnose a cancer early, you have a much greater chance of curing that cancer and hopefully to avoid a lot of invasive treatments with a lot of side effects. So I think that's key. The other thing that I will always tell patients is, there have been some studies looking at do self-breast exams make a difference? And unfortunately, those studies didn't really show a big difference compared to women who did those breast exams versus those who didn't. But the way I look at it is that everything I do and all the studies that we have, there's always risks and benefits, right? But a monthly self-exam, there's no risk to that. And a woman is going to know her breast best. So I always encourage that in addition to make sure you get your screening done.
Are you seeing some advances in mammograms these days? Are there some different machines that they're using?
Yes, there is new technology coming out. What is the issue right now, though, is that, those haven't been studied. So again, when you come into sort of, there's these sensitive imaging tests that can be done, but what are the risks to that?
Right.
And so I think that area in terms of advancement is continuing to grow, which is great. And hopefully in the next few years, we'll get the studies out there where we can say, look, this is the best screening that we have. Because again, technology has made a big impact on how we're diagnosing women and how quickly we can diagnose women, again, to get them in those earlier stages if they are going to develop breast cancer.
Right, and then you did mention that Kaiser Permanente has had quite a lot of success. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, so what I love, and which is why my career after training has always been with Kaiser Permanente, is the integrated and collaborative approach. So for our Orange County patients, when a woman is diagnosed with breast cancer, she'll first be contacted by our breast cancer coordinator. And so that is like their personal coach throughout their whole process and journey, from diagnosis to treatment to even surveillance. And what that coordinator will do, again, first of all, is reassure them that they'll be well taken care of. Set up their appointments with the surgeon, the medical oncologist. And for the majority of patients, prior to even their appointment, their case and their situation will be discussed in a multidisciplinary conference.
Right.
So we'll have radiologists who review their imaging. We'll have surgeons who take a look at their imaging and say, okay, these are the surgical options or possibilities I can offer this patient. We have medical oncologists such as myself, as well as radiation oncologists who will work on, okay, well, what additional treatments would we be able to provide for this woman? Or do they qualify for any of our leading edge clinical trials?
Right.
And in this way, we have a plan set out even before they've even seen us. And then again, helping them through it. And then the day-to-day process, right? The reality of how do I live with this? How do I move forward? So we also have a team in place for that. We have a social worker who's in our oncology department who is there for, of course, the emotional support, but what other financial support, what other resources are available to them so that, again, the day-to-day is what we're trying to focus on. We also have support groups because there are women who will say, I am more comfortable sharing with other women. Let me hear from other women who have gone through the same thing I've gone through. And then, of course, there's women who feel that that is maybe not the right forum for them, or they're not ready for that. So we actually have a breast cancer peer navigator program.
Oh, good.
And that is actually women who have gone through treatment or currently going through treatment who say, how can I make a difference? And let me help out and as a one-to-one mentor. So again, I can't emphasize enough that I think the Kaiser Permanente approach, which is the total care, is what has made us so successful.
Well, excellent. Well, I see it 1 million mammograms. So that is a lot. So good for you guys. And you're making a big headway, obviously, in prevention. So congratulations. Okay, so if somebody wanted to know more about all of the information we talked about, they could just go to kp.org/Orange County and find all that information?
Absolutely.
Great. Well, thank you. Well, people are in good hands with you. You're awesome.
Thank you
so much for being with us.
Thank you for helping us get the word out.
And remember that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and so help with prevention, and don't forget to do self-checks. We'll be right back.
So, Greg, it's a lot to take in.
And I know that's hard to hear, but the doctors caught it early.
Hi, Blake. My dad has cancer.
and I know how hard that is to hear. But you're in the right place.
And Dr. Pascal and her team, they know what to do.
They know what to do.
The doctors know what to do.
So here's the plan. First off, we're going to give you all this information.
When your sticker package arrives, follow the simple instructions on the envelope. It's important to know that the sticker must be adhered to the inside of your vehicle before driving on a tolled bridge, lane, or road. There, you're all set to go out and enjoy the drive. A new drive awaits on the toll roads of Orange County.
At South County Lexus, we really are different. We're California's exclusive Lexus Plus dealer. Lexus Plus is a new way of doing business. At a Lexus Plus dealer, you can expect an upfront, negotiation-free, hassle-free price right on the vehicle. The same price you'll find on our website, all the way through the transaction. At South County Lexus, we feel this is the way of the future, and this is the way the customer prefers to do business. South County Lexus, your exclusive Lexus Plus dealer. Different, just like you.
Welcome back. I'm Kiana Lee. Today, we're talking with Dr. Christine Chung of 7-Day Dental. Today's topic is bad breath. Doctor, what do we need to know about bad breath? Mom.
Oh, sorry. Bad breath is caused by poor oral hygiene, which eventually leads to dental, gum disease, and decay. It's an easy fix.
Thank you, doctor. So don't wait, people. Come on in and get your 7-Day Dental smile.
Well, one of my favorite clubs here is the Reformed Temple of Laguna Woods, because sometimes they have food and sometimes they don't, but when they do, it's always awesome. Carol Bowler is here today to tell us about some excellent things that are coming up, and you've got a Shabbat dinner every Friday night, right?
Well, it's not every Friday night.
Oh, it's not every Friday night.
No, we have,
at least once a month.
Yeah, as usual, we have special events going on. I'm excited to talk about them. The one I want to talk about today is coming up November 1st.
Okay.
It's a special evening called Get to Know Us Shabbat. And it will be a dinner at 5:30 at Clubhouse 1.
Okay.
And it'll be followed by services with our rabbi, our cantorial soloist, and our choir, a beautiful service, and then it'll be followed by dessert.
Okay.
So we encourage people to come, to bring their friends. If you're curious to knowing about the Reformed Temple, this is really a good way to find out.
Yes.
We do need a reservation. We want to make sure that we have enough food for dinner.
Okay.
And so we need you to you can contact Lita Pickman, and if you, I'll give you her website, lpickman@comline.com. Reservations are necessary, as I said, and the cost is $10 per person.
Okay.
So we encourage people to come for a wonderful, warm, welcoming evening.
How long does it usually last?
Well, you know, the service, we'll have dinner at 5:30. Services begin at 7:30.
Okay.
They last maybe a little over an hour,
All right.
followed by dessert.
Right.
So it's a very lovely,
Sounds
comfortable
good.
evening.
It sounds great. That sounds very nice.
Good.
And what else do you have?
Well, we are also doing something special on Friday night, November 15th.
Okay.
We are honoring Juanita Sue, who is celebrating her 20th anniversary as our choir director.
Oh, wow.
And she's a very special lady and a very important part of our staff. And she's also known in the village. She is an accomplished concert pianist.
Mm-hmm.
She has worked with choral groups throughout the village and beyond. And many people know her, not
Okay.
just our temple. So we encourage people to come and to congratulate her and to again have services and dessert with us. And it's going to be a very, very exciting evening because we're so, so proud of having Juanita.
That's so nice.
with
Now
us.
she's staying. She's going to be staying hopefully for another 20 years, right?
You got it.
Okay, well, you need to encourage her to do that, right?
Well, I'm
she
with you.
obviously loves what she does.
Absolutely, and we love
wonderful.
her.
Oh, good, good. So that's on November 15th at 7:30 in Clubhouse 1.
Right.
Okay, perfect.
Right.
Perfect. And then you have a movie you guys are going to be showcasing.
We do. We have a very exciting movie evening that we're going to be having on Monday, December 9th at 4:30. This is different than anything we've ever done before. The name of the film, it's a documentary, is called The Tomaszewskis, Music and Memories of a Life in the Yiddish Theater.
Okay.
It was created, written, and hosted by Michael Tilson Thomas, who is the grandson of Bessie and Boris Tomaszewski.
Okay.
He's also well known because he's the conductor of the San Francisco Symphony and the artistic director of the New World Symphony.
Oh, wow.
And this film is a tribute to his grandparents
Okay.
that he has created. And it features 5 very accomplished performers reenacting vignettes of plays that they wrote and created for the Yiddish theater around the turn of the 20th century. So to give you a little bit of background on the Tomaszewskis, they came to the United States from Kiev in the early 1890s.
Wow.
And between 1892 and 1927, they wrote, produced, and established the Yiddish theater in New York and ultimately across the country because it spread. And that was a time in the 1890s when there was a huge wave of Jewish immigration coming from Europe to the Lower East Side.
Okay.
So this theater was established on the Lower East Side, but what's important about it is that the plays were wildly popular because they were about the Jewish immigrant experience during that time.
Okay.
So they were like rock stars of that time.
Right.
And they created beautiful plays and stories that people really gravitated to. Additionally, what they did that was important was that they sponsored and fostered the other performers,
Okay.
not conductors, composers, and writers who ultimately went on for generations. And many of these people that were inspired and fostered by the Tomaszewskis made the transition to Broadway theater.
Okay.
And they created something that is uniquely American, and that is American musical theater.
Oh, wow.
And so the American musical theater, Broadway theater, has its roots in the Yiddish theater.
Wow.
And so it's very exciting from that standpoint of seeing the connections. And it's a very, it's a film that as the viewer experiences it, you will feel directly what it was like to be an immigrant in the Lower East Side of New York around the turn of the 20th century.
And then also giving you history of where Broadway sort of came from.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now this evening on December 9th will begin at 4:30.
Right.
It will be in Clubhouse 5.
Okay.
And there will be dinner served at intermission.
Okay.
The cost is $20 per person, and you can, you need a reservation.
Right.
So you send your...
Actually, what I think we'll do is because you have just an address right now, why don't we go ahead and we're going to talk about this again. 'Cause
Yes.
We're almost out of time. We'll
Okay.
talk about this again because you're going to be coming back in a couple of weeks.
Right.
And we'll remind everybody of the dates and the times, and hopefully maybe we'll have an email address as well. And we'll be able to do that.
think
Would that
we
be
can
okay?
arrange that.
Okay, perfect. Well, Carol, thank you so much. It's
sorry,
always
thank you.
lovely to have you on.
Always good to be
and
here.
Let's not forget that the first thing you have coming up is November 1st.
November 1st.
Okay.
We'll see you all there.
All right, great.
Thank you.
And remember that the movie that she spoke of will be not until December 9th, so we'll talk more about that. But the first event is November 1st. So check in with the Reformed Temple of Laguna Woods. We'll be right back.
In a land of hopes and dreams lived a luxury lifestyle consultant with spectacular taste. One day he thought, I'll show lottery winners how to live like a millionaire.
I'm like gonna cry. Like, this is beautiful.
Pinch me. He scoured the land looking for the home of their dreams, which he slayed. So the families could live in plenty and live fabulously ever after.
All new My Lottery Dream Home, Friday night at 9 on HGTV.
Ready or not, baby, here I come. Mom and I take on some of the nastiest places in our neighborhood.
If the home has good bones, we'll turn them into amazing spaces.
Ready or not. And we're just getting started. Get out of my way, boys.
Oh my God.
Wow.
It's gorgeous.
Go ahead, toot your own horn. Toot, toot. All new Good Bones, Tuesday at 9 on HGTV.
I run Fox News. Anyone outside is the enemy.
We need to reclaim this country for the real Americans.
Gretchen?
Roger. I'm broadening my audience.
Well, I hired you because you're a beauty queen.
He's a bully.
I will do anything to protect my people. I'm a multifaceted man.
Friday's movie is Men in Black International, and that was actually came out in June of 2019, so it's fairly new. The Men in Black have expanded to cover the globe, but so have the villains of the universe. To keep everyone safe, decorated Agent H and determined Rookie M join forces, an unlikely pairing that just might work. When aliens that can take the form of any human arrive on Earth, H and M, that's a store, embark on a globe-trotting adventure to save the agency and ultimately the world from their mischievous plans. And that has Chris Hemsworth, Tessa Thompson, and Kumail Nanjiani. So interesting. I don't know who Kumail is. Should I know who Kumail is?
I think when you see the person,
Oh, maybe
you
if I see the
recognize
person,
them.
I recognize. Okay, and that was brought to you by AutoNation.
All right.
Trader Irvine.
Yes, good movie. And a movie on Monday is Toy Story 4, and believe it or not, the first one came out in 1995. So
wow.
This is the fourth one, and we're going to show you the trailer on this and tell a little bit more about it when we come back.
Good.
Everyone, Bonnie made a friend in class.
Oh, she's already making friends.
No, she literally made a new friend. I want you to meet Forky.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Ah! He's a spook. Yes, yeah, I know. Forky is the most important toy to Bonnie right now. We all have to make sure nothing happens to him.
Woody, we have a situation.
I am not a toy. I was made for soup, salad, maybe chili, and then the trash.
Freedom! Buzz, we've got to get Forky.
Affirmative.
Why am I alive? You're Bonnie's toy. You are going to help create happy memories that will last for the rest of her life.
Huh? What?
Oh, yeah. Bo? Forky, come on. Bo?
Bo?
Hi there. My name is Gabby Gabby.
We can't stay.
Yes, you can. Boys.
Bo! What are you doing here?
No time to explain. Come with me.
We need to get back to our kid.
Aw, Sheriff Woody, always coming to the rescue.
Bonnie needs Forky.
Woody, who needs a kid's room when you can have all of this?
Wow.
Woody, aren't we going to Bonnie?
We have to find them.
What do we do, Buzz? What would Woody do?
Jump out of a moving vehicle?
Let's go!
Yeah, you gotta go, you gotta go.
If you should ever leave me.
You know, you've handled this lost toy life better than I could.
Open your eyes, Woody. There's plenty of kids out there. Sometimes change can do.
And this was, in my opinion, the best Toy Story movie, and very, sure it's funny, but very poignant, very bittersweet at the end, because this was really kind of like the final chapter. And it was excellent.
Now you gave it away.
This came out in June. Well, there could be another one, but you know.
Sometimes you just never know. They say there's going to be.
Yeah, but the way they ended this, it's really good. You will enjoy this. This is Monday coming up, and also it came out in June, so it's a new movie as well. And of course, all the people are in this that have been in this, all the voices.
Yep, and that one's brought to you by Hogue Orthopedic.
Yeah, very good.
All right, well, it's weather time.
It is weather time, and like I said, unfortunately, we're going to get those strong Santa Ana winds back. Red flag warnings are going to be in effect, more than likely starting late tonight or early tomorrow morning and all the way through Friday evening at this point. So please keep that in mind. The temperatures are going to go up, and the winds could be quite strong at times. Today we're down a little bit, so it's nice, but then as we get to the weekend, we really see a nice drop to more fall-like weather, and that's going to be good. That's going to be particularly Sunday, Monday, and I think Tuesday of next week. Hope it sustains for a while. But,
I know, we're trying to switch out the clothes here from summer to fall, and we just can't quite do it yet.
Thursday and Friday, it's going to be hot and windy. Looking around the area, this for today anyway, the temperatures are down a little bit. The beaches are still about 80 degrees. Everywhere else is down. As I said, you know, when these winds start coming up tomorrow, you'll see the temperatures on the coastal areas increase, and then inland, like Palm Springs, could actually decrease.
Interesting.
So we'll see.
All right, then tomorrow we've got Saddleback Memorial Care. We have the Pacific Symphony coming. And from the Orange County Sheriff's Department, we have Deputy Lopez, who's going to talk a little bit about the event coming up about taking back drugs that you may have that you're not using anymore. And that's the way the day looks tomorrow. So have a great day in the village, and we'll see you then.
All right, bye-bye.
Could we have the same table we had yesterday?